How pleased were you with what you saw on the pitch tonight?
Yeah, very pleased, and they will be as well. Very confident performance, like I said at half-time. Dortmund were very good for 20, 22 minutes, but as soon as they went ahead, it never looked like any other outcome than a City win, and some exciting goals, some top performances, and all-round good confidence builder and momentum builder going into the weekend.
Some lovely football all round, really, Owen.
Yeah, I thought Phil Foden put on a clinic on how to sit in that little pocket as a number 10 and check your shoulder. Remarkably, even on the weekend against Bournemouth, they had less possession than Bournemouth. Today again against Dortmund, they're finding other ways to win, not with as much possession, but I think the space is allowing players to be super effective. I think Pep will be absolutely delighted. This is a good Dortmund team.
What does he say there to his subs that have come on?
I think he's just critiquing them for individual performances, moments. Pep obviously is very detailed, so I think for him it's still fresh in his mind, so he wants to keep it fresh in the player's mind. But listen, I don't think he'll be critiquing anyone, because every man, Doug was performing well tonight, even John Stones, and he said he's had a lot of issues injuries wise, but he looks back and he looks back to his best, and more importantly they all look happy. And when you see players smiling and playing with confidence, it's a tough ask.
How good to see Phil Foden back playing with a smile on his face and back to such high levels.
Yeah, I mean, he's such a special player, Phil. I mean, a couple of seasons ago, Player of the Year, and rightly so. I mean, he should be cherished, for his ability. And I think as well, Julian, he loves the game, isn't he? He's a student of the game, and it's great to see him playing so well and smiling again.
Let's get some reaction from the Man City camp. Jules is speaking with Jeremy Doku.
Jeremy, congratulations. Another big Champions League win. That must have been a good feeling tonight out there.
Yeah, it was a great night against a good opponent. I think we started really well. We scored some nice goals as well. And second half was a bit more difficult, but obviously we're very happy with this victory.
For you personally, you were absolutely everywhere out there tonight. Did you enjoy it?
I enjoy it. And I feel like I can still improve a lot more. On my final passes in front of the goal, and but today I enjoyed the goal, but today I enjoyed it, and I'm just gonna rest now because of the big game ahead.
It must feel, when you work under Pep Guardiola, there's always room for improvement. What was he saying to you on the final whistle there, just on the pitch?
No, it was because of a misunderstanding with the last with their goal, with the free kick. But it's solved now. But yeah, we always want to improve because we want to be the best, so it's normal.
You got the assist for Haaland's goal tonight. I mean, the form he's in, he's absolutely brilliant. He said yesterday that he's not even close to Ronaldo and Messi, but if he keeps getting the numbers he's getting, he's got to be in the conversation.
In terms of numbers, Erling is unbelievable. Even tonight he scored one goal, but it's so much more than just goals and assists, and he provides that for us, so he's so important for us.
And this week, 2 wins already, third one for you coming at the weekend against Liverpool. Would that make it a perfect week?
That would make it a perfect week before the interland break. So we have to rest well, recover well, and then we're going to prepare well for them.
Well done tonight.
Thank you. Thank you. See you.
Okay, brilliant night for Manchester City. Erling Haaland continuing that scorching form that he's been in all season. And lots more to discuss about this game and all the analysis coming up very soon. Okay, so a goal for Haaland tonight, 2 for that man, Phil Foden. Cherki got his first Champions League goal as well. Lots to celebrate on the blue side of Manchester. They're up to 4th in the league phase of the Champions League. We'll get more reaction from that team next. And then a big win for Manchester City against Borussia Dortmund tonight, and just felt like everything was really clicking for them.
Yeah, definitely. Slowish start, but overall course of the game, it looked like one winner. Very accomplished performance, and yeah, a momentum builder, as we said earlier.
Yeah, you can see some of the players warming down behind us, and Joe Bellingham's actually just come out now to warm down himself. We'll talk about the Borussia Dortmund side of things in just a second's time, but you can always kind of tell when things are going well at Manchester City, and when Pep Guardiola is particularly delighted because it's written all over his face. And at the end of that game, he was celebrating with everyone, cuddling everyone. It just seems to be like quite a good vibe with them at the moment.
Yeah, I think he knows his team's getting back to its best. I think it helps, obviously, having something like Donnarumma in goal and Haaland at the top of the pitch, but it just feels like they've got all these brilliant little players. Even I think Cherki coming on scored a fabulous goal. Him and Phil Foden are going to be some good fun in supporting Erling Haaland. But I think he's got a great squad again this season. I think last year all the injuries and Rodri, and then the confidence went down. I think all of a sudden now I think they're slowly building, they're doing well in the Champions League, second in the Premier League. Obviously got a big game at Anfield on Sunday, and that is and then the confidence went down. I think all of a sudden now, I think they're slowly building, they're doing well in the Champions League, second in the Premier League. Obviously got a big game at Anfield on Sunday, and that is if they win that, then it's game on for everything.
Donnarumma had some brilliant moments actually, didn't he, today?
Yeah, definitely, and I think he's done that. I think he had a slight blip on the weekend regarding the goal that we conceded or they conceded, but I think he's just steadied the ship. I think even after that goal, we were speaking before the game when no one got carried away. We haven't even discussed it.
Players that is just, when he's on top of his game, he's so joyful to watch.
Yeah, I think a lot of that is just natural. I know there's great coaches out there and academies do amazing work, but I remember seeing a video of Phil when he was such a young boy. He must have been 7 or 8, and he played the exact same way. He has such a gift for football. And when he checks his shoulder and he gets it on his back foot, Julian, I think he's as good as anyone at that. And when he gets in there, then it's just...
Yeah, his fundamentals and his ability to do the things that he did tonight and the 2 goals he scored, that they will be considered good goals from a lot of people, but having experienced players that can't do that, and being one of them players that can't do that, that is exceptionally difficult what he's done today and made it look so easy. And his ability to check his shoulders, scan the area, receive the ball, make the right decisions, the right way to pass. There's so many elements to them goals that he scored tonight that are so underrated.
But also as well, you see him smiling there. It's really important to enjoy the good moments.
Yeah.
Because, he was obviously boy wonder coming through, and then a couple of years ago, he was player of the year, and rightly so. 27 goals. Last season was tricky for everyone, but see him smile like that and play the way he did today, his ability to affect the game is very unique.
How about Cherki as well, getting his first Champions League goal?
Yeah, exciting times for him. 2 solid appearances, one start on the weekend, 1 solid performance today. He's again just building confidence, and like I said before, I think if you get him and Phil into the team, it poses a different...
He's a great finisher. Technically, he is literally probably as good as anyone, and Pep mentioned before, I think his ceiling is...
I don't know if there's a player as comfortable on both sides.
No, I don't.
Dribbling, passing, whatever it is, shooting, whatever it is, whatever the action requires, he's able to execute. And I don't know, again, it's probably underrated because he's so comfortable.
Imagine him and Phil together, and then you got Haaland kind of leading the line. And the thing is, as well, if they use the width like they did today, those boys are going to get pockets of space to work in, and they're just too good technically to stop.
And he's getting high praise from the likes of Erling Haaland as well, which speaks volumes.
Yeah, Erling said before the game and in the press yesterday that he reminds him of playing with Kevin, so that is very high praise, and his ability to make things happen out of nothing, spot a pass when it's probably not on for a lot of players. So yeah, it's exciting times, and as like I said, that they're building a lot more confidence, and you've seen it after the game. There was a lot more camaraderie, a lot more smiles, and that is only a good feeling.
Those are big boots to fill, though, aren't they, with Kevin?
I mean, the massive boots. But the thing is as well...
Clown shoes.
But you know what? He's I just embrace it. He's taken the number 10 shirt. I don't think he's a player that lacks confidence. He's going to be different than Kevin, obviously. He's more of a dribbler. He's very two-footed. But Kevin was one of the greatest creators we've ever seen.
How much is this team now moving into that next generation? Because there have been so many big characters that have left Man City lately. And I asked you before the game about where do you think Pep is with knowing his best 11? That's a difficult question to ask when you've got a manager like Pep who probably has a couple of best 11s in his mind.
Yeah, I don't think he know. Well, I think he knows it for now, but whether that's going to be the best 11 at the end of the season when it's the business end and the trophies are being handed out, who knows? And like I said, I think he's just confident in the squad, and he's often spoke about having the capabilities to rely on any player, and I think he's building that now. I think he's getting to the stage of this squad where he realises, I can rely on all the players.
But the thing is as well, like Savinho's come in today, played great. Yeah. Obviously Doku's had a great season. They have so many players that can slot in. I don't actually think they have as many individual stars. I think the squad as a whole, outside of Haaland, I think all the players are quite a similar level. I think obviously Haaland and Donnarumma, but I think the rest of the boys, I think Pep could rotate depending on who's in form.
If you had to put your money on a team now, Jolyon, for the Champions League, has anything about Man City's performance in the last couple of weeks changed the way that you expected things to go?
No, listen, when they're on form, they're as good as anyone. It's finding the consistency throughout the season that they lacked last season. Listen, they've been the favourites for a number of years, and rightly so, but you can't look past Bayern Munich and what Vinny's doing there, so you've got to look at them being the favourites. Okay,
well, Jules Breach is in the tunnel catching up now with Pep Guardiola live, so let's go over to them now.
Pep, congratulations on a good Champions League win this evening. How do you sum up your team's performance?
Well, considering we played 2 days ago and always Dortmund in the Champions League is a top side. We saw the quality first 10-15 minutes. We didn't know where we were. And after that, we make a 1 or 2 long possessions and break the lines and we can run, and after it was better. We had, I would say, 10 bad minutes and 10-15 minutes after the goal conceded. That was not good because they put 5, 6, 7 players up front. They contact quick the runners. But after when Ruben came with 5 in the back, we could arrive better in the sides and we finished the game with a good goal. So huge compliment, huge respect for these players, and yeah, we have in a good position to next game Leverkusen. If you can make, another 1 or 2 victories, maybe we were close to finishing the first 8.
Another record for Erling Haaland tonight, scoring in 5 consecutive Champions League games for 3 different clubs. What is it about the way he works that has made him the elite striker that he is?
So I don't know, to be honest, I don't know, because I didn't know, but every time I come here in press conference, he gave me another record. So this is the truth. So I'm happy for him, he deserves it.
When you signed Haaland from Dortmund, many people were questioning whether he could replicate the goals he got there at a top Premier League club. Wow, I mean, he's continued to do it. How much of a joy is it to continue seeing him improve?
Yeah, as much good players had alongside him, easy it will be. So the big clubs normally have a good players and always make the potential for the rest, all of us.
How good was Phil Foden tonight? 2 lovely goals. How close is he to getting back to his best form?
I would say he's already there. It's no need to be closer. He's already there. So the truth that we miss our goals, he having incredible goals, and how many times we have seen that fulfilled, right? How many times we have seen that generosity with effort, but especially with the final third, and we miss it a lot. And happy the 3 new players score goals and not Erling Haaland.
He can't be ignored by Thomas Tuchel with performances like that, can he?
Thomas knows perfectly how good Phil it is, and he is, and I'm pretty sure Thomas will do the best for your country.
Now, the attention turns to Liverpool. After these 2 wins, how confident are you going into Sunday?
Yeah, I think they arrived with the confidence after Villa Madrid, and we arrived with good confidence as well. They've been our biggest rival in the last 9-10 years, so not necessary to say how good they are, but ready. So now, tomorrow training, recover, 1 day off, and prepare the game as best as possible. So we talk a lot about this week, how important it was, and we handle it really, really well. And it's a pleasure to face them, and with our people, our fans. I know how much it means, and hopefully we can do a good game.
Congratulations tonight.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, Pep Guardiola there with Jules Breach, and just in time. Hello, Phil. Lovely to see you. We got you an umbrella just in case, because we don't want you getting cold. We don't want to get you in trouble with any one of your bosses, or us in trouble, actually, we should be saying. Yeah, you're used to this kind of weather. Listen, Phil, congratulations. Wow, what a brilliant game. I just want to ask a personal question to start you off with. How much are you enjoying your football as much as it looks like you are at the moment?
Yeah, loving it. Just need to play with a smile on my face, which I'm doing. Obviously last year was tougher, not just me and myself, but everyone. And there's a new togetherness this season, and you can tell today Dortmund caused us some problems. It was a great team, but yeah, we stuck at the game plan and broke them down with our talent up front, and that's what we want to try and do.
Yeah, you touched on last season, Phil, and what were your takeaways? Obviously, be personally and club-wise, it being tough, but what are your takeaways from last season and going into this season?
You learn a lot from it as well when you're going through a tough patch. Some of that, we have great captains in the team that we speak about how can we get back on track, and we've had a great players to the squad as well that's brought real hunger and togetherness. So yeah, it's just about speaking how we can get back on track and try and be the team that we used to be, and I think this season we're seeing glimpses of that.
Jules, our reporter just asked your manager how far you are to getting back to your best, and your manager said with a great smile on his face, he's already there. It looks like you are already playing completely back at your best at a different level. We want to show you your goals, because 2 today. I couldn't believe this, your first Champions League brace as well, and here was the first one.
Yeah, talk us through this, in that little pocket in there. No, yeah. Once you get the space and check your shoulder, the cat's up there.
Yeah, I was surprised how much space I got.
Is that because Sabinho's wide and Haaland, they kind of give you that pocket to work in?
Yeah, it's just sticking to the roles, sticking to what the manager says, and waiting for the right moment to attack, and I think we found myself perfectly at the right time, and yeah, I just got my head up and found the space.
How much are you using the defender there, Phil, to bypass?
Yeah, a lot, especially on that action. I used him a lot just to try and put it around him so the keeper couldn't see, and yeah, just happy to find the back of the net.
Who's that, by the way?
I'm not sure, just a random fan.
I think he knows you.
This guy, you've absolutely made his life because he's gone viral on Twitter.
Yeah.
But he's wearing a half and half scarf. Did you see that?
Yeah, I've seen that, yeah.
Getting him a bit of
I'm not
stick
sure
as
what
well.
fan he is, but
We were looking at it going, does he know him? Because it was so casual the way you went up and given a cuddle. But anyway, he's famous now, so congratulations. Should we get into your second goal?
yeah.
Let's have a little look at that. Tell us what was going through your mind for this one.
Yeah, like again, just in the pocket, checking my shoulder. I knew I could get on the back foot. And once I got on the back foot, I was just about getting the shot away at the right time. And
Yeah. You're making that sound too easy.
Yeah.
I mean, the lads are, what, a couple yards away from you?
I'm just scanning to
You
make
do
sure
that, I
the
think, as
space.
good as anyone. Scholes used to do that. Amazing. But you do that in such a short space of time, which gives you that space to work.
Yeah, I already knew what I was going to do before I got the ball as well, because I seen the space, I seen where the defenders was, and yeah, I like that back foot receiving and try and get the shot away. So
Who taught you that, though? I think for young kids, learning to check your shoulder so that you know that you have time and you can take a touch.
It's hard
Did somebody
to say.
teach you that, or did you learn that, have that?
I think naturally I had that. I was always checking my shoulders, and that's the type of player I'm trying to get it on the back foot. I think everyone has the strength, and that's my strength.
What about next? So we were just speaking before you came here about, do Man City enjoy the chase? Do you like being in a position in the league, the Premier League, and also the Champions League phase where you're almost sitting back a little bit because you're so good? You're so good at leading, but you're also really good at hunting down. What do you prefer?
No, it's obviously easier to be on top, but yeah, if you're not, just try and find a different way to win. And I think this year especially, obviously when we went to the likes of Arsenal away, the defensive structure now is a lot better, and last year we would have conceded more goals tonight. So all I can say is when things are not going right, we stick together as a team and see the game out now.
Owen made a point earlier. He said it's 2 consecutive games where the opposition have had more possession. Is that a factor that you're working on in training? Are you thinking to get the ball forward more quickly and be more efficient, or is it just happened to be?
I think with the likes of players we've got, Jeremy, Savio, they like to attack quick. So I'd say a little bit more this year, we're a little bit more direct. Yeah. Obviously, it's something we don't want is the other team to have possession, but look, it's the Champions League, the quality side, and sometimes it happens. It's just about, like I said, sticking together and picking your right times to attack.
There was a little smile on your face there, though, when I did say, do you enjoy the chase? Do you think that...
I'm just used to it.
Sorry, but do you think that people are overlooking Man City a little bit this season?
I'm not too sure if they are. Yeah, it don't really bother us. We just have to focus on ourselves, and like I said, just keep putting points on the board. And like I said, that togetherness it goes a long way. So.
Yeah, well, it is paying dividends. Lovely to see you, Phil, and lovely to see you playing so well as well. Take care.
Thank you.
We'll let you get out the rain. Go and relax now. Phil Foden with 2 goals tonight in the Champions League. See you later, mate. Take care. More reaction still to come. Is there? Where are we going now? Have we pretty much wrapped up the show? Because I can't even tell what time it is yet. Erling Haaland with a goal tonight as well. Phil Foden with 2. A brilliant win. Cherki as well, getting his first Champions League. Great night all round in Manchester. We'll be back in a couple of minutes.